the whole story changes. Not the CW 1, 2, 3 may not, they may be same eyewitnesses. But what they have been asked may not, what the 161 statement of those eyewitnesses recorded by the accused investigating officers, but is entirely different from what has now been recorded by us. But ultimately, the purpose of criminal trial is to find out the truth. Criminal trial is not only for the accused, but it's one the trial not is for the society. Therefore, the offense with which these accused persons are charged at the first instance has substantially changed and altered, not with the offense with which they are now being charged. Sections may remain, not subsection 2, 3 may not deal with the law. If the law creates an offense, the law must be stated. The offense with which the accused is charged, the offense means an act or an omission, not the section.
It pains me a lot.
Why did you use the word trial?
Not the role.
Not by the court.
The role played by not the state. Role played. The role played by.
The trial.
You should have been.
For now, the accused.
You should have been clear in that.
Therefore, that's what I have said in the previous lines. In the a reading of this paragraph number 38, not in its entirety would indicate. Not my statement was against the state investigating officers. But I have clearly stated, Lordship will find not the second line.
No, perfunctory antalla helidri.
Investigation connected with the state police.
Why
allegation was the allegation not
here conducted so far is partisan.
Allegation my submission is allegation in this paragraph is purely against not the officers.
It is this IO who had secreted this PW5 and took him and kept him in his jeep. Although he was summoned before the court, then later he appeared before the court. He said, IO had kept him with me. What do I do? But this calls for your lordship's. You are casting aspersions on court. In court, what did the court do? Tell me, sir, what did the court do? Did the court?
I have made myself clear.
Trial conducted so far was stage managed. Trial. And then Taylor. And then partisan trial. Trial can't be partisan. Trial is trial.
Use of words very important, sir.
Of course.
But this calls for some serious look at your lordship's hands in the event your lordship.
It's something more which calls for much more serious, not interference at your hands. Not your lordship may kindly take a chart that I have given to your lordship.
Yes, sir.
Which is also not part of the statement of objections.
A1 is the companion petitioner.
Right? Not your, please, not your lordship not have been repeatedly asking, not as to. Your lordship may not trouble again, not with 216 subsection 4, because the order not is under section 216 subsection 4, which indicates if the altered charge, by virtue of the alteration of charge, which would cause prejudice to the accused or the prosecution. Not both, not it is a distinction, both. Or the prosecution, then not it shall the trial, not the court shall order a new trial.
What did you do to say that you are prejudiced?
Not your lordship may now kindly have a look at, not the chart, not that I have now brought to your lordship, kind note how both the prosecution as well as the accused are prejudiced in this case, not in the absence of a new trial under section 216 subsection 4. Your lordship may kindly have a look at not accused number 1. But in the first column, I have stated the role attributed may not to this accused in the state charge sheet, but he was may not stated to be an assailant. The whole role may not played by this accused may not completely changes. Then may not the provisions may not have stated. Then not kindly not similarly accused number 2 was shown as assailant. Accused number 3 was shown as accused number 4 was also not shown as assailant. However, not all these accused persons they were only conspirators not with the other not accused persons. But after accused number 6, your lordship may kindly not come to the next page. Not in the third supplementary charge sheet. Not your lordship may kindly come to not the serial number 7. Not from serial number 7 onwards, not he, accused number 7, he is the real assailant. Not he was not even investigated. Not he was not charge sheeted.
A7.
Not this A7. Not who was now may not being charge sheeted, not by us. Not same is not the role given to accused number 8, who is the real assailant. Accused number 9, the assailant. Accused number 10, accused number 11, accused number 12, and 13 and 14. Now, these are all the assailants who are not even investigated by the state agencies. Therefore, not in the absence of these the actual assailants, Not somebody accused number 1 to 6 are shown as assailants. Evidence is conducted, who had conducted perfunctory investigation and my lord had implanted this accused number 1 to 6 and filed a charge sheet. Accused number 1 to 6 was shown as assailants. It's a totally different case. Kindly come to the comparative chart about the role of accused, motive, number of accused, other things your lordship will find, which I have stated there. Your lordship, kindly have a look at. Not starting from motive, the role of the accused.
Then there is it's a altogether new thing that you
altogether new thing, which is done at the instance of not the previous investigating officers. That is the reason why 216 subsection 4 has been invoked. Your lordship, kindly have a look at the motive, my lord. The motive, my lord, shown in the police charge sheet, not as a property, alleged property.
Who is CW1?
Not CW1. Not I have. Not he is an eyewitness, not to the incident. Not kindly come to not the next page. Not I have stated. Not what he has stated now. Difference in the statements of witnesses recorded before the police and may not their 161 and 164 statement and the deposition.
No, all that is on the merit of the matter.
On the merit of the
senior said.
That is the reason why.
What is the reply to what senior has submitted?
Not the prejudice ultimately under section 216 subsection 4.
So you are prejudiced in this case.
The prosecution is all prejudice. Not only the accused, it's also the prosecution.
216.4 says so.
It says either the accused or the prosecution. The whole story changes. Not the CW 1, 2, 3 may not, they may be same eyewitnesses. But what they have been asked may not, what the 161 statement of those eyewitnesses recorded by the accused investigating officers, what is entirely different from what has now been recorded by us. Not ultimately, the purpose of criminal trial is to find out the truth. Criminal trial is not only for the accused, but it's one the trial not is for the society. Therefore, not the prejudice not that is going to be caused, which I have narrated here, not clearly indicates not that the role played by each of these accused persons. The whole story changes. Therefore, in my humble submission, not these things would clearly indicate, the chart would clearly indicate that the prosecution would be clearly prejudiced. Shall state the offense with which the accused is charged. The offense means an act or an omission, not the section. This offense will have to be stated. Therefore, the offense with which these accused persons are charged at the first instance has substantially changed and altered, not with the offense with which they are now being charged. Sections may remain. Not subsection 2, 3 may not would deal with the law. If the law creates an offense, the law must be stated. Denominator would remain same. But the offense, there is a complete alteration, which necessarily would require not a new trial. That's what not the learned special judge has done.
Judgment
not the same judgment, not which in fact, not
same judgment, sir.
If I'm permitted to not read. Ultimately, all this judgment would say, all that the courts will have to see is that there is a prejudice.